Hi, what is up my dudes? It's Ariel, if you don't know me, or if you do know me, still Ariel. What's up? I'm glad you're here. Today we're going to be talking about some spring 2022 fashion trends that we've been seeing going around, and I'm going to give my thoughts on them. I asked you guys to let me know what some spring 2022 fashion trends you've been seeing are, because when I tried to think of some, I drew a blank. I really haven't been on social media too much as of late, or rather consuming content on there. I'll post stuff, but I don't really browse. Especially on TikTok, I feel like you often see the rise of a lot of trends and it's a good way to keep up with them, but I have not been on TikTok as much recently. So that's why I had you guys tell me what trends you've been seeing, and you delivered with your beautiful big brains. You gave me so many good trends, and I can't wait to let you know my thoughts on them, whether I love them or hate them, because I think we have a fair mix of both. Maybe I'll put it in a category from S tier to D tier, like S, A, B, C, and D. These are the responses I got, a bunch. So I'm gonna just go with the ones that I feel the most strongly about or feel like I've seen. Without further ado, let's just get into it. Okay, so the first trend suggestion that really caught my eye was lockcore, which I think is such a funny way to put it, but they said in parentheses, Adidas Sambas, soccer jerseys, that type of vibe. If you still don't know what I'm talking about, I'll put some pictures on screen throughout. I think that this trend was kind of kicked off, or maybe not kicked off, but I feel like a big proponent of this trend and like who I see it on the most is Bella Hadid, and she's one of my favorite style icons. There are very few people who I think that I'd be willing to trade my wardrobe with, but she's like top of my list. To me, she's the best dressed celebrity, period. She has been wearing the Adidas Sambas all over the place, and I also have seen, I guess, the blokecore type look. I actually hate that it's being called blokecore, but I think it's funny. But I've seen that type of look here and there as well on TikTok and on Instagram, and I think it's cool if you do it right, I suppose. I don't know. I think that it's easy to do and then people won't really get it, but I think that it looks cute in certain outfits. I don't know. It could be very hit or miss. I personally have a pair of Adidas Sambas. I thrifted them maybe a year ago, and I was gonna use them as my work shoes, and then I just never really wore them to work, which I'm glad I didn't, because they would have gotten destroyed. But now I find myself wearing them and styling them in, I guess, what's like a blokecore fashion moment. I'm gonna stop saying that. I'm gonna just refer to it as European sportswear type of look, because I feel like that's more so what it is. But I think it looks good. I'm a fan of the return of the Adidas Samba, and I think Adidas in general, I've been seeing people wearing the track jackets and the track pants as well, and I'm a fan of it. I think it's perfect for summer and it's a great look, very comfortable. I remember back in, I think maybe 2015, Adidas was in favor in terms of like styling and fashion in like a Tumblr girl type of way, but I think the pendulum is swinging back from being very Nike with all the Nike dunks and the Jordan 1s that were so popular for the past 2 to 3 years. I think the pendulum is swinging back to favor Adidas. It's always going to be either or, of course, but yeah, I'm a fan of the Samba. I prefer them to the shell toe superstars, which were more popular when Adidas was more so in favor and stylish in 2014, 2015. I used to collect Adidas, the track jackets specifically, and I sold them all, and now they really remind me a lot of that time when I was in high school in 2015, wearing the shell toes, wearing the NMDs, wearing the Ultra Boost. All that is kind of coming back to me when I see it again, but I am definitely a fan of the Sambas now. As far as the jerseys go, I don't know so much about the jerseys. I kind of have mixed feelings on them. I see other people wear it and it looks cool, but personally, I don't really see myself wearing a jersey. I think they look good, especially styled in contrast, like wearing a jersey with a frilly slit or like a little mini skirt or something. I think it could look cute, but for me at least, unless it's like a cropped or tight baby tee type of fit, I don't really see myself wearing an oversized jersey, but maybe my mind will change. Definitely if I were to wear one, I feel like it would be more so in a contrasting way rather than like playing into the jersey of a sportswear type of look. I think both can look cool, but for me, I don't think I could pull off wearing it in a sportswear type of look. But yeah, I think it's very interesting to see the return of Adidas, even though it of course was inevitable. They always switch back and forth. Do I I still prefer Nike? Yes, definitely. But I think the Sambas are cool, and I've already been wearing my Sambas a ton, and I think that for the summer, the Sambas are definitely gonna be like the it shoe. That's so annoying to say, but yeah. I'd put the Sambas in A tier. They're a classic shoe, you know, you can't really go wrong. But as with everything that's like super popular, I feel like eventually it will get oversaturated. As for the rest of the lockcore look, I'd check it in B. Not a huge fan of the jerseys, but I think they're alright. 2 people said jorts. I wasn't gonna do jorts, but I suppose since I got it a couple times, I might as well. Jorts have always been in style, I feel like, or at least for the past couple summers, they've been pretty popular, and they're definitely gonna be a staple again for this spring and summer for sure. And I'm a big fan of jorts, specifically the long ones, and I think last summer the long, slightly loose jorts were really popular, but now, from what I've seen at least, we're going even bigger, like even longer and in even wider fit, which I am a huge fan of as well. I think they look so good. I've had jorts that are super big and baggy like that, but I was hesitant to wear them because, I don't know, I just thought other people wouldn't get it. But now, I feel like if I wear them, people will get it. They're trendy now, so it's more acceptable. But yeah, I'm a fan of jorts. I think the bigger the better. I think they're cool, they're comfy. I'm not a fan of denim cutoffs, like the short ones at all. When I say this, I'm thinking like the 2017 Levi's booty short cutoffs that were in style for a long time. But I'm glad to see the rise of like a longer jort. I've also been seeing them hand in hand styled with boots a lot, in a way where the jort cuts off, the boot starts, and I think that looks really good. It's like kind of a hybrid form of pant almost, but I think they look so cool. I've even seen people wear it in the winter. I'm not doing all that. Maybe if you live in like a warmer place, you were able to pull it off, but I'm glad that it's getting warmer now and I can start experimenting with that whole look. But yeah, I definitely want to seek out some more jorts. I think it's also super easy to thrift as well. But yeah, big fan of the jorts. I'm gonna throw them in A tier. I'm gonna throw them in S tier. I'll be generous. I feel like there's so many different directions you could take, so many different ways of styling them. You can't really go wrong. Like, jorts are a summer classic, spring summer classic for sure. Love jorts. Next, I got cargo and denim maxi skirts. So this one is also one that I'm a big fan of. I feel like I should find more that I kind of hate, but I don't know. I'm a fan of the long skirt for sure. I own probably about 10 cargo maxi skirts and I love them all. I love a long skirt, especially living in the city, because if I'm taking public transport, I don't have to worry about my legs touching a subway seat or the breeze blowing and exposing me. And I also think, especially because I'm tall, they look super flattering, and I love pairing it with a smaller shirt. It's just a super flattering look and very, very comfortable, which is very big for me. But in general, I think that the whole kind of tech wear look, if we're talking cargo skirt, pairing the cargo skirt with like a sweater and a hiking shoe, which I've seen a lot, or a little crop top and some kind of sneaker, I think it looks really, really good. I've also been seeing with the maxi denim skirt, a lot of people pairing it with a vintage looking boot of some sort, like a leather boot, which I am a big fan of. However, I haven't hopped onto the denim maxi skirt trend just yet, only because I haven't really found one that I completely love. I have probably about 30 in my likes between Poshmark and Depop, but I just haven't gotten to buying one. Maybe because I have so many cargo maxi skirts, I feel like I don't really need one, but I think they're cute as well. I'm definitely more so in favor of the cargo, but I'm just glad to see maxi skirts making a return in general. Definitely gonna be a staple. I've been waiting patiently for it to get warm enough for me to bring out my maxi skirts, because although they're long, they're not really warm, especially not for winter here on the East Coast. So yeah, my maxi skirts are ready to have their moment for sure. Big fan of that. Gonna throw them in S tier because they deserve it. They're so versatile, they're comfortable, and they just look way cooler than if you were to wear cargo pants or jeans, you know? I think it adds such a cute little touch to it and elevates your outfit easily without really trying, and they're more comfortable. Like, what more could you want? So yes, we love the cargo maxi skirt. We love the denim maxi skirt as well. Throwing them both in S tier. Ooh, I got a good one. Okay, stiletto boots rather than chunky. I've slowly started to see the shift between a platform dock, a chunky platform boot, like a demonia type thing, versus now more stiletto type boot, like a pointed toe boot, a skinny heel boot. I feel like the stiletto boot is is becoming the moment. And maybe a year ago, I purchased 2 pairs of stiletto boots from this lady on Mercari, but I got them for such a great price. They were vintage Steve Madden and they were $10 each. But now I'm so glad I got them, and she had a bunch more other boots. But now that I see how much they're gaining in popularity, I wanted to go back and buy more, but they're all sold. But I'm a big fan of the pointed toe stiletto boot. Pointed toe specifically, but I think stiletto boots in general look so good. I will say though, they're so much less comfortable than a chunky platform boot, which is a big problem for me. I put comfort over anything else, and as much as I've wanted to wear my stiletto pointed toe boots, I've only worn them maybe 2 or 3 times, and none of those times have been out in the real world, going somewhere, walking somewhere, doing something. It's been solely for styling purposes, and then I take them off because they are uncomfortable. They're so uncomfortable, but they look so good. But I can't imagine wearing them practically because I'm always taking the subway. I always have to walk at least 10 minutes somewhere, like at least. The other night, I was trying to pick out an outfit that I'd wear to a bar or something, and I put together the perfect outfit that would be absolutely perfected with a pair of stiletto pointed toe boots I got on Poshmark maybe a month ago. These boots. I put together the perfect outfit and they were perfected by these boots, but then I was like, I'm not wearing these on a night out. I'm not going all the way to Brooklyn wearing these. It's not going to end well for me. So as much as I loved it and I loved the fit I pulled together with them, I was like, no, I'm gonna have to go for one of my platforms if I'm actually gonna wear this out practically. So for that reason, I'm gonna put it in B. Cute for the picture, cute for like the little moment. Maybe I'm just choosing uncomfortable ones, but I don't see how any boot with a toe this narrow and a heel this small that you have to balance on could be that comfortable. And I just feel like I love them, but I don't get to wear them actually. They're super fun to style though, and they look really great. They're so sexy, like they're actually a sexy shoe. I don't know. I used to think that was such a weird thing to say, but like no, like those are actually a sexy shoe. You add them to any outfit and like it just gives that, but they're so uncomfortable. So I'm gonna have to put it in B because love them, cute, but not practical at all. Ooh, okay. I see one. I feel a rant coming on. I guess it's a trend already, but archive.
What's a fashion trend that you're tired of seeing?
Type of aesthetic of just wearing like strings or type, I don't know what's it called.
Archive?
Yes, archive.
Okay, I have so much to say about this. I was going to make a whole video kind of about this topic. I feel so strongly about it, but it's so difficult for me to put it into words. And this is not towards the person who gave me the suggestion, but just in general. It frustrates me so much to see such a broad style and so many different things getting the label slapped onto them with archive. I've seen outfits with stuff from Shein categorized as archive, and it makes me so frustrated, not because it's from Shein, but because I feel like the word has been taken out of context so much and in turn lost a lot of meaning. But I feel like a lot of people think that archive is just another aesthetic. I hate that I'm saying these buzzwords, but I hate seeing archive referred to as a style rather than what it actually is, which is certain older clothes by designers that are either runway or they're vintage of some sort, and they're archive. They're in the designer's archive of past designs. That's like the actual meaning of the word. Correct me if I'm wrong. But it's super frustrating to hear a style be deemed archive, because a style can't really be archive unless you're wearing just like all archive pieces. But it frustrates me even more when it's stuff from fast fashion or just the current trendy look, which is kind of grungy, kind of subversive basics type look. I don't know, you know what I mean. So I think that if we're talking about the archive style, I'm putting that in D tier because there's no such thing as an archive style. You can have an archive page, you can have an archive piece, but your style isn't archive unless you're only buying archive fashion. Does this make sense? Like, it makes me irrationally upset, but I feel like a lot of people just learned the word and just learned what archive fashion is through places like TikTok, Instagram, Pinterest, I suppose, and then they think archive just because a lot of the things that are actually archive look the same is a specific style. But no, archive isn't actually style, and it gets D tier for it being taken so far out of context into being a style. I can't even say I love archive fashion fashion because that's such a general statement. I love archive fashion of what designer, you know? Do I love archive Jean Paul Gaultier? Do I love archive Vivienne Westwood? Do I love archive Junia? It depends on what designer you're talking about, and I feel like you can't really just say something so broad as to say like archive fashion. I don't know. If I'm speaking out of turn here, someone correct me, but I don't think I am. Anyways, moving on. I saw something else. Someone said, honestly, the trend cycle moves so fast now, I don't even know what's trendy and what's not cool anymore. And I just have to say, I feel you. Like, the trend cycle is so stupid to me now. I don't know. It's super frustrating, and maybe I'll make a whole nother video about how social media propelling the trend cycle has caused my overall disdain for fashion in general, and I now kind of have no desire to really keep up with trends or look at what other people are wearing, but that's another conversation for another day. But I saw that and I just had to be like, I get it. I get it. Ooh, okay. Parachute pants. So I love parachute pants. I do. I really do. And I remember when I first saw them coming into style, there were only one place or like two places you could get them. And that was 194 Local or Vintage Maharishi cargo pants, which is a Japanese designer, but they were super hard to find or source. You'd have to find them from someone in Japan who's selling them, or you could maybe find them on Grail, but they'll be like $200, and they're always sold out on 194 Local. But it's so funny now to see fast fashion places starting to so quickly put them into production and making them semi-accessible, even though they're still around $70 to $100, making them somewhat more accessible for the average person. And even the fast fashion stores are selling out, so they have become a huge trend. And I feel like I only started seeing them maybe around late fall, like November of 2021. So that is actually crazy how fast they've blown up. But I get it because I do really love parachute pants. I do have one pair that I got from a girl on Depop that are actual military overpants, and they're super cool. They're hard to style though because they are lavender, but they're super comfortable. They're very soft, and they instantly made me see the appeal of why they're so coveted. And as much as I try to restrain from buying from fast fashion, I have highly contemplated buying a pair from Jaded London or Motel Rocks because they're doing the parachute pants now, keeping up with the trend per usual and just hopping on the trend cycle. But I get it. I have a lot of big baggy pants already, so I feel like that kind of fulfills my need for them. I do like the military overpants I have though because they're so lightweight and such a soft, breezy material that air can flow through, and it's super comfortable for spring and for summer and just warm weather in general, and a great alternative to wearing a cargo pant, which would make me way too hot, or shorts or some kind of skirt, something shorter, because a lot of the time I'm just not trying to do all that. I'm sitting various places, I'm getting up, the wind is blowing. Sometimes it's just not as practical to wear shorts or a skirt, so I feel like I am constantly struggling to find a pant that is suitable in that way for me for summertime, and I feel like parachute pants are just the perfect thing. I am starting to slowly, like, not hate them, but get annoyed by them just because they're so trendy. Like, if I see someone wearing them, I'm just like, I don't know, but I wear them. But I'm slowly getting annoyed by them because, I don't know, maybe it's just me being annoyed by the trend cycle in general, but I don't know. I don't know. But all in all, at the end of the day, I do like them. I do want more pairs. I do think that they're super comfortable, super practical, and they look really good with a big oversized tee or with a small little cropped tee or baby tee. And yeah, I am a fan, I can't lie. As much as they somewhat annoy me, I'm a fan. So I'm gonna put them in S tier because that's definitely something I will be wearing if I could get my hands on some more pairs. Okay, I wasn't gonna do this one, but I saw it so many times that I suppose I can't ignore it. But ribbons in hair. I like this one. I like it. I think that pretty much any outfit or any look you're trying to pull, you put some ribbons in your hair. It's so cute. Has definitely just blown up and has started to become a little oversaturated, but I can't blame you. I think it's so cute, and I think it's such an easy way to spice up your look. I will say though, I feel like it kind of leaves out, not leaves out, but I feel like it's kind of hard for black girls to get in on this trend. Or at least for me, I wanted to do the whole ribbons in my hair thing, but figuring out how to incorporate ribbons into the styles I wear, whether it's braids or these locks now, I did, but I don't know. It doesn't hit the same, but maybe that's the fun part, figuring out how you can incorporate it into your own personal style and your own looks. But I don't know, I feel like whenever I see it online, it's in straight hair with 2 braids, and that's just not, like, my hair isn't giving that. But I am gonna have fun trying to, I guess, incorporate it into my hair and my own looks and make it work for me. I think it looks so cute, and it's such an easy way to add a feminine touch to any fit. I'm a big fan. I really have nothing bad to say about it. I'll put it in A tier just because it's hard for me to figure out how to do it. Also, I don't know, I think of a certain, not a certain person necessarily, but yeah, I think of a certain look that doesn't look like me, which is fine. But yeah, I'm gonna just check it into A tier. Maybe people get what I'm trying to say, maybe not. I hope it's not misconstrued. Nothing wrong with it, but I just feel like it's giving very white. Nothing wrong with it, but yeah. Same with like the whole ballet core look in general. Mina Lee goes way more into depth on that than I can even start to get into. Maybe I will get into it, but not in this video. But yeah, that's that. Ooh, okay. Lastly, we got the sling back flat, but I got a bunch of different versions of these. I got the Miu Miu ballet slipper flats. I got the sling back flats, the Mary Jane type flats. People all have recommended. So we're gonna say ballet flats in general and everything that falls within this category. Such mixed feelings on this. I think they're cute, but definitely not for me. And I'm ranking these based on me. So for that reason, I'm gonna put them in B tier. And okay, hear me out on my reasoning. They're cute, but I feel like one, not very practical. Ballet flats cannot be comfortable. I don't get it. Whether you get the high-end ones or the low-end ones, there's just no padding in them. I know that Miu Miu also did the platform ballet flat, but personally I'm not a big fan of them. I think the whole point of the ballet flat look is that they're flat and low to the ground, and I like that look, but I just feel like it's not practical at all. Secondly, I feel like they're not very versatile. I feel like if you're gonna wear a ballet flat, it's not something you can style in a bunch of ways. You gotta pull somewhat of the same look, that look being very feminine, very soft, ballet core type vibe, even though that word pisses me off. I feel like that's the look if you're gonna do a ballet flat. You know, a little cardigan, something dainty, something light. Yeah, I like those looks, but again, I don't wear that. I don't. And I feel like if I wanted to take the ballet flat and try to incorporate it into something that I would wear, it would be very difficult. And I haven't really seen many people do it, but what I have seen, I've not been a big fan of. Like, I saw Lainey Ozark, love her fits. I think she's great. But I saw her style a pair of cargo pants with ballet flats in a video, and with peace and love that she's being experimental, but like, it was not giving for me personally. And that's what I just feel like it is. You need some kind of straight cut pants or a little skirt, and I've seen it with biking shorts as well. After that, that's about it. Maybe my opinion will change as the trend gets even more popular and people find other ways to style it and wear it and stuff. But yeah, to me personally, they're not really giving. I don't really see the hype around it, honestly, but maybe that's just because ballet core as a whole is not really a trend I see myself in, so I don't really get it. But the girlies that are doing it, like NUU Banzor, she does it beautifully and with ease, and it looks so good, but that's not me. That's just not my style, not my vibe. But the girls who do it well, and it looks really good. But I also feel like you can only do so much with it. Of course, the Miu Miu ballet flats would be cute, but like, I didn't buy them because I know I would not get enough wear out of them. So yeah, that is my take on that. And with that, as much as I would love to continue and keep going, I think that this video is getting too long, so I suppose that that is the end of this video. This has been my take on some popular spring 2022 trends. I hope you enjoyed hearing my opinions. Let me know what you think as well, respectfully. If I said I didn't like something that you really like, that's okay. We don't all have to like the same things, but feel free to let me know. And if you agree with any of my points, of course let me know. Yas, echo chamber, slay. Like, I need to hear people affirm my opinions and ideas constantly. But yeah, that's about it. This was such a fun video to make, although I did feel a little like I was walking on eggshells, but girl, it's not that deep. It's just trends. It doesn't matter. But yeah, of course, enjoy giving my unwarranted opinion. If you enjoyed hearing it, give this video a like, subscribe perhaps, all of that. And yeah, I will see you in the next one, and we'll probably do a part 2 somewhat soon. So let me know if you want to see that. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Take it easy, stay safe, stay well, stay healthy, and that's all. Bye, later.